Here's a straightforward, roughly 500-word news-style script about the episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, in which Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos take on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce on the New Heights inspired Halloween show, with Michael Gelman portraying Jason Kelce. On the Halloween edition of the morning talk show, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos channeled the high-profile podcast moment between Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, recreating the visuals and tone of that viral interaction. They adopted the exact looks worn during the August podcast episode of New Heights. Consuelos donned the light blue sweatshirt emblazoned with Miracle, along with faux facial hair to mimic Kelce, while Ripa wore a long blonde wig with bangs to mirror Swift's hairstyle. The set was transformed into a Halloween-themed spoof version of the podcast studio, renamed the New Frights podcast for the occasion. Gelman, longtime executive producer of the show, stepped into the role of Jason Kelce with a bushy beard and a sweatshirt featuring Ripa's face, an overt reference to the moment during the original New Heights episode when Jason wore a sweatshirt with Swift's era's tour design. During the segment, Gelman grilled the couple in the style of a podcast host, asking how they managed the logistical whirlwind of their Halloween show while filming the live episode of their talk show. Consuelos responded with a confident, a real effervescence shining through, while Ripa deadpanned that they came into the studio on their days off to prepare, a tongue-in-cheek nod to the massive behind-the-scenes effort. In keeping with their annual Halloween tradition, the duo didn't stop at one look. While the Taylor Swift/Travis Kelce recreation was a standout moment, it formed part of a larger spectacle that reportedly included 74 costume changes across the episode. The segment worked on multiple levels. It leveraged the cultural currency of Swift/Kelce, it fit into the show's playful tone, and it allowed the hosts to demonstrate their commitment to the holiday's theatricality. The smart twist of renaming the podcast New Frights signaled that the threat of the Halloween costume takeover was not just novelty, it was central. Behind the scenes, Ripa and Consuelos have spoken openly about how demanding the Halloween episode is. Ripa likened it to hosting a live sketch show, with rapid costume changes, live-and-tape segments blending, and wardrobe changes happening in public view. The inclusion of the Swift/Kelce recreation added another layer of complexity because the reference had to be timely, recognizable, and executed with a wink. Audience reaction via social posts and media coverage emphasized the fun of seeing the hosts poke fun at one of this year's biggest pop culture moments. Many remarked that the Swift/Kelce bit was one of the must-see parts of the show, and that Gelman's portrayal of Jason Kelce added comedic flair by leaning fully into the shtick, beard, sweatshirt, and all. The strategy behind the show is clear. By building Halloween around a rapid-fire series of pop culture parodies, the program reinforces its identity, not just as a talk show, but as a holiday event extravaganza. The Swift/Kelce segment served as the anchor for this year's theme, giving viewers an easily recognizable reference while the rest of the costume carousel spun around it. In the end, the Halloween episode highlighted both the hosts' willingness to commit to absurdity and the show's capacity for ambitious production. The recreation of Swift and Kelce on the New Heights podcast, plus Gelman's Jason Kelce turn, showed that even morning television can lean into viral culture with playful precision.